Welcome back. Okay, we have nearly finished Module 1 of the course, and in this video I want to show you an overview of the seller dashboard. This is the dashboard you'll be working from when you sign up for a seller account with Amazon. Even though it has a very straightforward interface, I think it will be easier for you to understand how it all works if I give you a quick tour with explanations and comments on the most important things. Amazon does update this dashboard quite frequently with new features and menus, but the overall structure of how it works and looks should remain largely the same. Okay, let's start with the very top of the page where we have the region selector. This allows you to quickly go to other regional Amazon websites without leaving this page. By default, if you signed up from the UK, you'll have access to European websites. But if you also sign up for Amazon USA or other platforms, they will be listed here. You can also change the language for the dashboard, so if you go to Amazon Germany, you can switch to use English. The search block can be used to quickly find a tool or get support articles on the topic or question you're interested in. Even I sometimes forget where a specific tool or function is located, but it's very easy to find it using search. Messages. This is just a shortcut that will go to your message center. Help. This opens up various support options, a shortcut to the user forums, and help articles. Settings. Under this section, you'll locate all your account-related settings, such as payment and bank account information, shipping and returns, tax and VAT settings. I won't go into detail on each of these settings as they're self-explanatory, but just so you know, if you need to make any kind of changes to your account information, display name, payment or tax information, you'll find them under these settings. Then comes the main navigation menu with various links. Catalog. This is where you can create new products and add them to Amazon's catalog. I personally don't use this function at all, as the same thing can be achieved via the next menu option. Inventory. This is the place where you can see a quick overview of all your active items, how much stock you have, how much stock is on its way to Amazon, selling and FBA fees calculations. From this page you can also access product editing options by clicking on the Edit button. Under the same inventory menu, you can add a new product, manage FBA shipments, and what's interesting, manage promotions too. Yes, discounts and promotions are managed via inventory and not advertising. There are other useful functions available, such as inventory planning and inventory reports, but we'll go into them in more detail in the FBA module of this course. Pricing. In this section, you can view your overall sales conversion rate, buy box win percentage, as well as set automated pricing rules. These settings are more for people who sell products that are not unique, and so they're competing with other sellers with the exact same item. For us private label product sellers, these repricing strategies won't be needed, as we will be the only seller who has our items. Yes, sometimes customers will sell back the item on Amazon at a lower price, and then you may lose the buy box for a moment, but those situations will be rare and one-off occasions. Orders. This is the place where you can find your order history. I use this function just to monitor what customers are buying. I like to check this now and again and just quickly browse over orders and try to see any patterns, like which items are usually bought together, or if there are any large B2B orders I need to personally thank customers for. Apart from this, I don't use the orders function for anything else. Advertising. This is where you access Amazon's pay-per-click service called Sponsored Products, as well as enhanced brand content and lightning deals. I won't spend time on these now, as we'll be covering them in great detail in upcoming modules of the Amazon Sharks course. Storefront. This is where you can manage your Amazon stores. This function is reserved only for people who have brands registered with Amazon's brand registry. Again, this is something we'll be talking about in detail in later video lessons. Reports. No shortage of reports here. Amazon offers us dozens of reports for inventory, sales, taxes, shipping charges, VAT, and everything you can imagine. The most important reports are related to sponsored products campaigns and business reports, where you can quickly get sales data for previous time periods and also by product. Performance. This is where your account health dashboard is located. I recommend you spend some time and check all the metrics that are monitored here, so you're 100% aware of what rules you need to adhere to in order to sell successfully on Amazon over the long term. As I explained in the beginning of this module, as we're using FBA for order fulfillment, shipping-related metrics won't be applicable to us, which is awesome, as shipping is generally the biggest area of problems for customers. Basically, what we need to do is make sure our products are high quality and do not violate Amazon's product compliance policy, maintain quick replies to customer messages under 24 hours, and keep negative feedback and chargeback cases to a minimum. The most important metric you need to keep your eye on is the order defect rate, which must be under 1%, which in my mind is very easily achievable if you sell a high-quality product and don't mislead your customers in any way. Still, I recommend you read Amazon's help page on what an order defect is, so you fully understand how this system works. B2B. This is a very new section and it relates to recently introduced business-to-business transactions. Right now, there's not much to see here, but you can get a report on how many business sales you've had and compare them to non-business sales. I'm sure in future we'll see more functions integrated here, as Amazon just recently started this B2B selling program. For those of you who are not familiar with what Amazon B2B stands for, it simply means sales between a registered business seller with a VAT number on Amazon to other VAT-registered buyers. With this new service, sales to VAT-registered buyers get an auto-generated invoice, plus you can sell to other business customers outside the UK and not charge VAT on sales. For people just starting out, this won't be applicable, but remember when you register for VAT, you'll want to set up these B2B settings so that you can get the Amazon Business Seller Badge and the added benefits of this service. Apart from the main menu, we have various blocks of information presented on the account homepage, such as Your Orders, shows your most recent order metrics at a glance. Performance. You definitely want to keep an eye on this block. I personally always take a quick glance at this when logging into my account, to see if there are any messages I need to reply to. Messages are also sent to your email, but if you haven't checked it or don't have access to email, this is the place where those messages will show up and indicate that the response is needed. And you can go to messages directly from this block by clicking on the number next to a message. Seller Forums. Just a shortcut to Amazon's seller forums. Amazon Selling Coach. These are Amazon's auto-generated suggestions for your business, for pricing, stock, international expansion, etc. So far, I haven't seen anything useful here, but as it is quite a new function, hopefully in future it will improve and give us some real insights on how we can improve our business. Amazon Business. This just shows your B2B and VAT settings and reminds you about the fact that we can set up different pricing and quantity discounts for business customers. Headlines and Selling Tools. This is one information feed you want to check at least weekly, as this is the place where you learn about all the upcoming changes to selling on Amazon, directly from Amazon themselves. Also, new features will be introduced here as well, which is something you don't want to miss out on. Payment Summary. Shows the most recent Amazon payment to your bank account, as well as the upcoming payment amount. You can click on any of these numbers to go to payment-related pages and reports. Manage your case log. This is where your support cases with Amazon are showcased. Sales Summary. Shows sales for today, the last 7, 15, and 30 days. This is very handy, of course, as you can quickly see how your business is doing without going into the business reports section. Inventory Planning. This is an excerpt from the Inventory Management tool and shows at a glance whether you need to restock any inventory or deal with old inventory. We'll cover these functions in detail in the Amazon FBA video lessons. Sell across Europe. This is basically just a shortcut to international listing settings. You can also collapse any information blocks that you don't want to see, but I just like to leave it as it is by default. Okay, that's it for now. I did not cover every single function and page here as it would take too much time, and I'm sure you would find it too boring to watch. The most important functions will be covered separately in later videos in this course, so there's no need to cover them in detail right now. Also, I encourage you to simply browse through your seller dashboard and click on every link you can find and see what that page or function is all about. This is the best and quickest way of learning how these things work. On every corner, you'll see that question mark symbol. Use it. Click on it to learn more about what that specific function or metric means. Amazon has done a really good job on this, and their help pages are very informative and easy to read and understand. Don't forget about the support. I have found Amazon support very friendly and fast to deal with. You can call them during business hours or use the live chat function or create a ticket. I would recommend calling or using live chat only with simple questions, like when you can't figure out how to do one thing or another. But use the ticket system for more complex situations, as on live chat, Amazon will have lower qualified people working, and most of the time they will simply create a ticket anyway and forward it to a more qualified support staff member. And that's it for this video. I hope it helped people who are new to Amazon and are seeing the seller dashboard for the first time. We're almost finished with Module 1 of this course, so let's get on to the next video.